have three principal roles. One is the race director, in which I literally direct the race, and I decide when to start the race, when to stop it, safety car, all those sorts of things, as well as reporting incidents to the stewards, assessing whether an incident or accident needs to be reported to the stewards, and all the things that generally are involved in running things and keeping things on time, practice sessions and interrupting them when necessary, weather, all those things, just to try and make sure the race runs as smoothly as possible. I then also responsible for circuit safety, so that would involve doing inspections similar to the one I'm here for today, visiting tracks, and when in the build up to a new track being used, it involves going to a circuit five or six times perhaps before, in the build up to the first event, particularly of a new venue. Like here in COTA, I was here 6 times before the race even happened to make sure that it was all going in the right direction. And of course I'm responsible for the safety of the track during the event. I'm also the starter, so I start the races, but then the other thing I do is to look after that. I'm responsible overall for the technical checks of all the cars and development of the technical rules. So those are my main tasks. After every race I write a report and say what I would like to see change, perhaps suggest some new things to try and make it work a little better. There wasn't that much, but we had a few issues with curbs last year, and mainly because we try to make it compatible with motorcycles as well as cars, and there are difficulties there, and we're trying to come up with some new solutions that will work with all forms of motorsport. During a race, 20 or 30, something like that. I mean, not normally very big questions. There could be more, sometimes less. It just depends. I mean, if you've got a sort of an accident-packed race in which you need 2 or 3 safety cars, or even suspend the race, it'll be more. In a sort of fairly quiet race, a bit like Canada was last weekend, it would probably be a little less. No, I've not reported him for impersonating me. I made contact with him. In fact, it was funny. It was my cousin, who's a bit of a Twitter man. I don't know how to use Twitter, actually. I have to confess. But my cousin made contact with him, and we've met a few times in Canada. He's perfectly open about the fact that he is a fake, but as he's quite funny, I don't mind at all. Start. I still love the start of every race. I've done, I think, 350 starts now, and I still get a big buzz from it. And I get immense satisfaction from no one complaining to me after the race, because that means it's gone okay. No one's going to come and say, well done, you ran that race well. I don't expect that, but if they don't complain, then it must have gone quite well. So I get satisfaction from that.